Okay, I'm trying to get back to finishing up these videos. So, I really like this line. It's good. Jesus was born King of the Jews, and he was a servant to God, and he grew in both wisdom and stature with men and God. And then of course the Spirit came and to him at the Jordan and remained on him, and he served God and not himself, and did the will of the Father, and was wise, and God served him all the way up into death, and God highly exalted him for that. And now he has all power in heaven and in earth, and is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So all this is really good. But just with in a lot of Trinitarian eyes, they would be saying the non-human God came down into the earth and became a servant. And I don't think that's right. I think that Jesus was a man, son of David. Yeah, he was uniquely created, and the Son of God. There was no other man there, created by the Holy Spirit. But a man nonetheless. He made Adam, and we don't think he's God. I was reading just before in Luke 1:13. In fact, I'll flip there right quick. Luke. I found this interesting anyway. In Luke 1 here, 13, this is when Zacharias went in to do his part in the temple, and there appeared unto him an angel of the Lord, standing on the right side of the altar of incense. And when Zacharias saw him, he was troubled, and fear fell upon him. But the angel said unto him, Fear not, Zacharias, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John. So here we have an angel named Gabriel. It says down here, his name's Gabriel. He stands in the presence of the Lord, and he's saying, Zechariah, your prayer has been heard. And just before this, it's saying that his wife Elizabeth was old in years and barren. And so this is basically a miracle. The angel is appearing and telling Zacharias that his wife is gonna, even though she's barren and old, basically this is not of normal circumstances. She's gonna, through this miracle, have a son, and to name him John. And then you come across the page, and even that he'll be filled with the Holy Spirit from his mother's womb. And so I just find a lot of parallels. Here's God working in man and making a miracle happen so that a human is born that wouldn't normally be born otherwise. It's the same type of a creation or miracle. And then we come across here, and we come to Mary, and it says 6 months later here somewhere. Here, where is it? And in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel. So the same angel Gabriel was sent from God unto a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel came in unto her and said, Hail thou that art highly favored, the Lord is with thee, blessed art thou among women. Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Jesus. So, I mean, it's different in that obviously Mary's a virgin and you know, of holiness and not corrupt and pure. And, you know, I'm not saying it's not unique. Of course, it's the most unique miracle, or, you know, but, you know, what I want to point out is it's showing us right here before that this type of miracle is happening on mankind. And Jesus is a man. He's born a man. It's just God creating his son, a man, son of man, not son of, you know, yes, it's son of God as well, but it's showing the miracle God is working through mankind. And another thing I'm noticing, that in Genesis, when the woman sins, and then Adam sins, and Adam, it says, is the transgressor. He's the one that had the law, you know, was told by God not to eat thereof, so he broke it, he sinned. But here we have, and that brought death into the world, and here we have a woman who's clean and bringing life into the world through man. So it's kind of flipped, but it's still God working, having a miracle through man, working with man, and then, you know, Jesus is born. Just and over here, John, he's born from the womb with the Holy Spirit. You know, he's filled with the Holy Spirit from the womb anyway, where, I mean, Jesus' Father is the Holy Spirit, so, but I mean, you can see the correlation here that I'm pointing out, that obviously God can work in man to create in the womb. It's no, if he can do it from the dirt, he can do it from man's womb, and that's, he's working with man, and so here he's showing how he's bringing it back through man. At least I'm seeing some of that anyway. But yeah, I mean, Jesus is a man. It's not that God came down and became a servant and died. God can't die. God's just, you know, Jesus is the second Adam. He's the lamb that was accepted. He's, you know, he did not his will unto death, was highly exalted and made king. And it's a spiritual battle, and he's king right now, and his enemies are being made his footstool. And you know, we are supposed to be sons of God. We are sons of God, just as he was son of God. And that's why in John 31 he says, I have not yet, go tell him I'm going to ascend to my God and your God, and my Father and your Father. And that's why he's our brother. He was a man, and God raised him from the dead after he was dead. And that's our hope, is the resurrection from the dead. Just as Jesus was raised from the dead, that's how we're going to be raised, by the same Spirit. And so, you know, Jesus will always serve God. He's going to put everybody under his feet, and then he's going to hand it back to God, so God will be all in all. But, you know, the non-human God didn't come and serve to, you know, didn't come and be a servant and died. His word became flesh and dwelt among us. He tabernacled. His temple was in Jesus. Jesus, when he spoke not his own word, but his Father was speaking through him. So yes, he's a servant unto God, his God and our God, and so should we be. And but he's always my king. I wouldn't, he's my way in. I wouldn't have access otherwise. So anyway, I'm gonna stop there on that one.